Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gobbling sport. Today we're joined by Andy from up north. Is it Perthshire, Andy? Is he not clicked on? No, he should be in a second. Easy. Easy. How are you doing, Andy?
Not bad, mate. Yourself?
You all right, mate?
I'm all right. Aye, how are you?
Hang on a sec. Let me get these on. What are you doing to me, Andy? 25 to 11 at night.
Technical nightmare, eh?
Yeah, if it freezes again on me, I'm not sure if it's because of weather.
Yeah.
But if it does, I'll have to jump in car and I'll have to do it from home. But how are you? You all right, mate?
Aye, no bad. Aye. Had a bit of kind of mad day today, but apart from that, all right. Aye.
You had a bit of what?
Just a bit of crazy day.
Yeah. Join the club.
Had a good weekend though down at the RAC rally. We were down in Dumfries. That's the rally. That's the rally I was sending you videos about. Started in Wales and came up through England, and I think the last stages from Scotland might have gone back down to England. Kielder Forest and that. We weren't at those stages. That's your favourite place.
I've been there, yeah, Kielder. I went there 87 when I was 16. Well, I'm not sure who won it that year, but the cars that were strong that year were Cosworths.
Yeah.
Stig Blomqvist, Louise Aitken Walker. Who else were there? Carlos Sainz. Yeah. The Lanciers were strong that year.
Yeah.
Integrales. Is it Integrales? Yeah. Lanciers.
Yeah.
Delta S4. I think it might be Delta S4s.
Delta S4, Group B car.
Group B. They banned them, didn't they, Group Bs?
Too fast, too dangerous.
First time I went, we went in my mate's 1.6 gear W Reg, kid called Griff, who grew up with me, a bit older than me, about 4 or 5 years older. It was a 1.6 gear W Reg Escort with Pico exhaust in light green. He bought it off a kid called Goose, $2.5 grand, and it was all right.
Is that a Mark II or a Mark III?
Mark III, one of the first ones.
Very first Mark IIIs, yeah. 4-speed.
4-speed, yeah. And no, I think it might have been a 5-speed, that one. Might have been a 5-speed, that one, a 5-speed gear. And it was all right. I enjoyed it. And I remember, you know, all you get around the stages, you get cars like, you know, hot hatches and that. And they're all caked in mud. And they're all on them verges, aren't they? And I was like, and I got in it. I don't know if you remember about 1987. We used to wear like boots, and they come up to there and had like a bit of fur around them, you know, back in the day. And when I turned up with my sandwiches, because they were like older than me, I was with my sandwiches, and my mum were like, "Oh, you've got £10." Oh, I'm very excited, and I'll never forget. And when we got there, and I said, well, what happens now? Because I was expecting like that'll be it, a couple of hours. And they were like, oh no, we did the first stage. What happens now? Oh, we walked to set next stage. I went, whoa, oh yeah, okay. Went over this field. About 2 hours, I'm like, how much further? It reminded me when my dad used to take me and my brother for walks when I was a kid. I said, how much fucking further is this going to be? Well, you know where you are in an hour. But and I'll never forget, you know, when we got to the last stage after about 20 odd hours, my boot were going like that. Oh, you know, it's like an Englishman in New York, you know, but a Yorkshireman in Kiel that you weren't prepared for it. You know what I mean? My mate says to me, well, you might as well turn up and invest you. Do you know what I mean? It was that cold.
It was cold at the weekend. It was sub-zero conditions for we were in the woods for about 8 hours. Yeah, we run the same stage twice, but we had a sort of 2-hour break in the middle.
Well, I spoke to Julian, and he says he's up for coming, but this time when I come, I'll be bringing flasks. I'll bring the Welcome Estates coat, and I'll be bringing proper foot gear and that. But what I liked about it, they come flying. You like, no, it happens for a few minutes, then one comes flying down, and you can hear him coming through. and they've got like big, massive scorecards, right up 64 pin massive pine trees, aren't they, in wood, so you can see how fast they're going and what the time. And I thought it were amazing. It was really, if you're a petrol head, it's all right.
Yeah.
Pardon?
That one runs again in 2 years. It's every 2 years, but that'd be the one to go to. A lot of brilliant classic cars.
The Kielder one. You know? The Kielder
one. The RAC rally. So it'll be at Kielder, right?
Yeah.
It'll be at Kielder in 2 years' time, and somewhere else in England as well. It starts in Wales and comes right up the country. So.
Yeah. It's like a tour, isn't it?
It's on for about 5 days, I think.
What I found about it, everybody who were there were all like fantastic, you know, because there were a few people whose cars had been there and they want starting and everybody knew how to help everybody get the cars going. And there's places that sell all parts and stuff, isn't there, you know, for your cars and stuff and that. It's right. I enjoyed it, and obviously you're right into all that, aren't you? Because you're an engineer and that. So, but yeah, I enjoyed all that. I enjoyed it, but like I said, them 6 R4s then, and them Lanciers the fast, super fast, weren't they? Them 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds, aren't they? Super.
It was actually a Lancia Stratus from the 70s in that rally, the one we were at. Well, one of only two in the world that still rally, apparently.
Well, what the stages that we went to, some of them, like when they get all the main people coming through, you then see all like the privateers coming through, don't you? I remember some guy coming from my mate going, "Go on, look at that there." It were like a 3 litre Capri, and I was like, "Go on," but he were way off the pace. But to see somebody do it in a Capri, but some of them.
Good on them, having a go.
Hey.
Good on them having a go, but it's an expensive sport.
Yeah, listen, and some bits that you can put on your cars, and I mean, Julian was texting me some bits that he had on that Subaru that he had, like he had one of them Subarus that are 0 to 60 and about that kind of speed. You know what I mean? That they run on like, is it iOctane or stuff like that? Does it all help all that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a cleaner burn and better for the car as well.
Normal petrol and that, yeah. Mm. And dearer, isn't it, as well, to buy?
Dearer, it's always more
about
expensive.
£2.5 a litre, that?
The dearest stuff, Shell V-Power, a lot of folk run there. You can buy that at the pumps, but it's probably, I don't know what it is down with you guys, but petrol up here now is maybe 145 a litre.
145?
Probably find it's 165 a litre for the super stuff there, 170 a litre now.
155 down there. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'd be up for if any of the chaps, Richard or Big Richard or any of them wanted to come, we'll make a day of it. Like, but let's get wrapped up this time, Russell.
There's a good thing in down near Coventry. I think it is every year. There's a historic. There'll be good beeper cars at that. That's a proper thing to go.
Yeah,
I think it's proper. I'll find out what it is. My young lad knows, he's well clued up and all that stuff. I'll find what it is and I'll send it to you. I think it was on in September.
Good man. So Julian's people think me and Julian have had a fallout, isn't it great? Right, I had a fallout with Julian. I'll speak to him every day. I've got some...
It's okay to agree to disagree on things. Some folk don't seem to grasp that, do they? You can agree to disagree.
Well, me and Terry got at it, didn't we, yesterday? You know, we don't always agree. We don't always agree. We had a bit of a fallout a couple of months ago, and it speak for about a month. So listen, sometimes boxing, you can play with emotions, can't you? You can go at it, can't you? You know what I mean? But listen, when all said and done, there's the respect. The respect's still there, but sometimes we just don't agree. I mean, look at me and Dennis. We've got some right ding dongs. We got at it in Bulgaria. You can bit me. Yeah, I dealt with him though. He didn't have any hair to pluck out. You know, pluck it out. Ain't got none. Go on, mate.
Did you give him the bothy scrub?
Yeah, I took him down, mate. He gave me punch me, didn't he? I said to Dennis, I know you're watching, you tool. I said to Dennis, he jabbed me once, Dennis. I went, you know what? For about 5 years with that. You don't have to jab me every time you see me, you, Dennis, just to say hello. Get you in the right spot. Anyway, something was said in drink. I forget what it was. I think Celia said something, and I turned around to Dennis's mate, and I went, "You knobhead." Dennis went, "Don't you call my mate a knobhead, because you're a knobhead." And then Dennis, you know what Dennis was like? So I think he gave me a jab or something. And I thought, I am not having that. Right. And then we sat with Coogan on this other settee in this hotel lobby. And I said, hey, you're having a drink. They went, no, he wasn't drinking, still working. And it's late at night, really early hours. We'd got blocked up. He must have thought, look at the state of them. They'll be at it anyway. That was it. Once he jabbed me there, I thought, deep breath. And then I looked and I thought, it was pretty snide what I did. I admit it was snide. Dennis, it was snide. And as soon as he went out my eye contact, grabbed him right quick like that, flipped him over, got him, knee on his neck. Now then, Dennis. You fucking know what you're doing. I put a bit of pressure on his neck. We went raw. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put a bit more on for all them other jabs. So I put it right on his neck. You know, Ron, on your Adam's apple. I could have took him out. I nearly did him, mate. I was going to do him. And then I relaxed and I put my arm there. What he did, he bit me. I was a big lad then, about 17 stone. And he fucking bit me, mate. And I swear to God, I'm like, ooh. Anyway, we were all right then after that. But I'd not seen him in 4 months, so I knew it was coming because I did one in his brand new car, didn't I? And Leeds left him. I did one in Leeds, left him. He went, you get back here with that car. I went, F off. Story. He bit me. Right, so I knew it was coming. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Then that was the first time I'd seen him. That first time I'd seen him, I remember talking to my mate, Frank Smith. Next minute, oh, big Ron there. Going like that. Thinking he's Ron Lyle. Anyway, it's a boring story that now. Julian sent me some questions in. Bit of light-hearted entertainment for you, first few minutes, boys and girls. Julian sent me a few questions in. He's watching Ali and Fraser Free. You know what I mean? Because he likes stuff like that. He likes all them fights, and proper fight. He sent me some questions.
Manila.
Yeah, he's watching that now. Yeah, which I've seen 100 times. Right. Do you genuinely, Eddie Hearn? Do you genuinely, Eddie Hearn, had a competitive ABA? Do you believe Eddie had a genuinely? I'll start again. I'm not off my head. Did Eddie have an ABA rules bout, not a skills bout or inter-club spar? Do you believe it happened? Do you believe it happened?
No.
I don't believe it happened. So, and it's not. There's no data for it from Eric Guy or any of them, all the big amateur stars. Bob Mee. I've emailed Bob Mee when Bob Mee says it's possible that it could have been just like a spar between a couple of gyms. But Eddie, you never had an amateur fight, so stop winging it. Another question. In your honest opinion, we know clomiphene was in Conor Benn's system. The speculation, but how do you think it got there, the clomiphene? Now, is it clomiphene? Can it only be injected, or can it be took in a tablet formula?
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know.
We don't know. But it's got there, hasn't it? It's got
there. It's not eggs.
Well, listen, old omelette head. It's got in his system on it somewhere. So, here's one from me. Do you think Big Walt and take clomiphene? Do you think Big Walter Mitty, aka Big John Fury, big fighting man, in the ring or on the arm? You think he'd take clomiphene? No, John don't need it. He's 101 hard road, man. He knocks everybody out. He don't need all like that.
I think he could eat it. I think he could eat a jar of pickled eggs. Like the Cool Hand Luke when they were sitting eating eggs.
Cool Hand Luke. You're crazy. You're crazy, oh mate. You know what? I need to come in here one day and learn how to work everything, don't I? I haven't got a clue. I've just been sat with Reggie down at my mum's tonight. Listen to this. And he reeled off all presidents there's ever been. Told me everything about them. So how did you learn all that? He said, I don't know. Oh, just looking on YouTube. I said, yeah, but could reel them all off and tell me everything about them. I said, you know you? You're Rain Man, you.
That's mad, eh?
You're Rain Man. I says, we're going to go up to Jentin's Casino. I'm going to teach you how to count cards.
We're up to good use.
Yeah. Orally, I mean, was he masking or was it a mistake? Was he taking clomiphene orally or was he masking? Was it using as a masking agent? Because that's what it mainly is, isn't it? A masking agent to hide something that you've taken so you don't get caught. This is why this is really so serious, because what were Conor Benn hiding? Listen, Robert Smith will know all about that, won't he? He'll know, and all the experts. So they took expert advice, because the border control, even though they are complete weapons, the border control are surrounded by QCs and barristers, so they took as much advice on board as they can. But I think they've handled it fantastic today, but it could change tomorrow. It could easily change tomorrow, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think he started to look like the Incredible Hulk muscle-wise, didn't he? Physique-wise, and he started knocking people out. So, that's that. You could have suspected he's on steroids. I think the Dripping Tap spied something about his jaw, didn't he? And so I would probably think the most likely thing is a masking agent. And you notice when he fought that Mexican boy, he couldn't knock him out, could he? And he come up from bantamweight or featherweight or something.
Well, Sean was the first one to say, wasn't it? Dripping. He was the first one to spot it, because I wouldn't have thought he'd be so stupid at a young age.
No.
I wouldn't have thought they'd risk it, that meant there'd be too much at stake. But he got caught, hadn't he? His old man didn't get caught. He jumped on floor, didn't his old man, after the McLellan fight. One minute you were like that, now you're going to believe in the Dark Destroyer. Drug test. Oh, fainted. You know what happened, don't you, Nigel Benn? What's up there? Nobody tell you, because big noise. Now you're going to believe in the Dark Destroyer. You jumped on floor, didn't you? Surrounded by all your meathead mates from Essex, who are all not here now, are they, boss? Whatever. But point I want to make is, I think he's took it. I think he's cheated, and I think they've tried to cover it all up because there's that much at stake. I think Eddie wants his 1.1 million they spent on it all. They're going to want that investment back. Eddie will look at him, he'll think, well, we've all this invested in him now, and I want that back. The only way to get that back is Chris Eubank. Now, if that fight in there, you've got to take your ban, you've got to go back to the beginning, you've got to work him for 4 or 5 years to get that money back, because he's not just going to get that back with Eubank fight straight away, is he, if he gets banned?
No.
But the other questions are, forget CBs, who do you think is a better ambassador for British boxing? Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury?
I probably got to say Anthony. No, I don't know. That's a close one, isn't it? I don't.
In my opinion, the pair of them are both pricks.
They're both let themselves down in different ways. I would say Fury was bad language, which is unnecessary in my view. And then Big Meech was the meltdowns and throwing belts out the ring. That's not a good look either, is it? So two of them are. Joe Joyce is a better example for anybody.
They've both been an embarrassment to British boxing, in my opinion. Joshua for his manufactured fakeness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's got 5 wins over world champions, but they've got more holes in them than Swiss cheese. Fury's got 2 wins over Wilder and 1 over Vladimir. That's it, you know. If you want to count Steve Cunningham, fair enough. But listen, pair of them got 9 wins over world champions, and there's all, and I could give you another 9 who they haven't fought. We know, don't we? We know. It's about
Fury's
money.
a better fighter, though.
Yeah, but
Fury's a better fighter.
It's about money with both of them, in it. It's about money.
Yeah.
They're not about taking risks like Ali and Fraser. They're about money. He's going to go Ergovic. He's going for Ergovic, Joshua. So forget Fury and him, or forget Wilder and him. They're not going to do that. You know, he's in the twilight of his career. He's scared of his own shadow. You know what I mean? So
I I don't know what you think, but I actually give Parker a better chance against Wilder than I give Joshua a chance against Wilder. You know, I think Parker's got a better chance. I think Wilder's probably going to iron the both of them out, but I think Parker's got a better chance against Wilder than Joshua. That's my opinion.
Yeah, 2 seconds, get a bit warm in here. I'll get done now after I've been eating on.
Run up the bill.
Yeah, here's another question for you. Well, let's get this off. If Eddie Hills had to start again in boxing from the beginning, right, with no money, you know, like Bricktop did, Mick Hennessy, Dennis, people like that. If he had to start from the beginning, how would he do?
Not as good as Bricktop.
How would he do?
Not as good as Bricktop. Not as good as Bricktop or Mick Hennessy.
How would he do if he had to start from the beginning? Hey.
Oh, he'd struggle.
How does it go? How does it go on, Andy?
I'm saying he would struggle. He wouldn't do as well as Bricktop. But Bricktop's had adversity in his life, hasn't he? He's come back from the brink, whereas Eddie Hearn's always had the silver spoon, hasn't he? So he would. He wouldn't be at number 5. He'd be at number 12.
He'd be what?
Or whatever. He'd be right down the bottom of the league of promoters, wouldn't he?
Listen,
I don't think he'd last the course. I think he'd have a go at it and then pull out and do something else.
Listen, Andy, we all remember when Carl Frampton left him. He were on floor, mate. He were on floor. He wanted to build something around Frampton in Ireland, didn't he? He were on the floor. So that were first chinks in armour that you can't have everything your own way. Because you know when you fetched up with a silver spoon, when you took to school in a limousine. Registration on limousine, the 147S. Driver, Robbo. White American limousine. First job in morning, take Eduardo to school. What a life. It's not his fault he's been born into it, but when you're born into that, then you're telling everybody you're relentless. Eddie, fuck off.
He's relentless with bullshit, isn't he?
Can't even keep a woman. Okay, here's a question for you. Who is the best prospect from South Yorkshire right now?
From South Yorkshire? I'm not really clued up. Who's from where? Dalton Smith?
Is it Dalton Smith? You got to say, yeah, but he's a British champion now, so is he? He's not a prospect no more, is he? Tegan Stott. Glyn Rhodes has got Tegan Stott, but he's not turning pro yet. He's sparring Ben Whittaker. I think he's about 18 now, is he, Tegan? So maybe him, light heavyweight, maybe.
I tell you who I like. He's not from York. I think he's from Liverpool, isn't he? It's Nick Ball. I think I meant to talk about him last time, but I forgot. Yeah. I was impressed with him. Like, he's a proper throwback fighter, him, isn't he? And he's
all right, isn't he?
And he looks strong for the 12 rounds, doesn't he? He's good all-action fighter.
What's best trainer in South Yorkshire? Who's best trainer in South Yorkshire? Do you want me to reel them off?
Reel them off, no.
Steffi Bull, Glyn Rhodes, Grant Smith, Chris Smedley, Richard Towers, Dominic Ingle. Who else is there? Ray Dodds. Ray Doyle. Ray Doyle, sorry, keep calling Ray Dodds. Ray Doyle. Josh Whale. That's 8.
I would say maybe
Chris Smedley, 9. Pardon?
Glyn Rhodes or Chris Smedley, maybe?
Chris is a good trainer. But he's not doing much in pros, is he, at the moment? He's mainly concentrating on amateurs and that. But he brings it through. He's had national champions. Dave Caldwell, he's a trainer from South Yorkshire. So what is a 10 there? Oh. Well, who's got a world champion? Steffi's got a world champion, hasn't he? Terry Harper.
Yeah. Terry Harper, right?
Grant Smith, people are saying is best trainer, but
reckon he's.
I don't know. He's got Dalton Smith. If you haven't got him, who's he got? He's got Sonny Edwards. He's world champion. So
he's
Grant
good fighter.
Smith's got a world champion. Steffi's got Terry Harper. Glyn's got Tommy Frank. He's spent, isn't it? Tommy Frank.
Yeah. He's finished, is he?
I don't know. Josh ain't got nobody. He's got their Dempsey. He's 10-0. He's a prospect, isn't he? So he can't. Jury's out on Dempsey yet until he gets his next 10 fights. Are going to be very important where he goes. That'd be interesting to see what they do with him. But Cupboard's a bear, aren't they? It's match kids now because all them others should be fighting. They wanted to get on matchroom shows or big top shows, and them all they should be fighting. They wanted to get into Saudi. So the bottom lot, it's like the dregs, isn't it? Really, you think?
And you say Flex Ingles not got anybody now, eh?
Flex, he's got his sticker salary and his body warmer, hasn't he? and he's got his Tom Platts magazine, you know, showing him how to do a bit of T-bar rowing in the morning before you're before a pan of stew on the hot fire.
He's got that fudge multi-pack melting in his body warmer pocket.
He's got his chat pants for when you're in Village People tribute band. Pop bang on that one, Flex.
It's Strato Bender Fendercaster guitar as well.
So, okay. So if Conor Benn can't fight Eubank, who's Eubank going to fight?
Has he not got offered? Has he not offered a world title shot?
What?
Has he not been offered a world title shot?
It's called Eubank.
Aye.
Don't want to offer Johnny Beck.
Aye, that's the name, Johnny Beck.
He'll not take that. Nobody knows who Johnny Beck is, and he'd probably beat him. So he's not going to want that. He's about money. He preaches legacy, but he's about money. Listen, Chris Eubank, right? How on earth has he got to the stage in life where 2000 and whatever, 23, 22, 23, whatever, and Chris Eubank and Beefy Smith are in a pay-per-view. But yet Carl Froch and Lucien Bute was not pay-per-view. Ooh, that's what Alex Ferguson said when Gaza didn't want to sign for him and he went to Tottenham. Ooh, how can that be? I thought we were signing. But you were in, Mr. Ferguson. I'm signing tomorrow. Sign for Spurs. Ooh, how can that be? Well, how can that be? How's that work?
Eubank's career's a bit like Joshua and Fury's career. It's stagnated so many times, isn't it? And it's just frustration, because their best years are passing them by and they're sitting about,
They certainly are, mate. Can I just give a big shout out to Danny, who were on the channel. He's been on the channel a couple of times now. He's talked to Big Dan. Give him a big up. Talk to Big Dan. He's been on the channel. He's a
good lad, eh?
He's funny, isn't he? He's funny.
Good crack, yeah.
He's funny. Yeah. He's been here today. Like I've done some filming here with you today. Cameron's going to put it together tomorrow or something. But yeah, he's funny. Conor Benn, getting back to him. Simon Jordan. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, this, because we've got Calla coming out, Eddie coming out. They're obviously pushing for the fight. They don't care about boxing. They don't care about all these young kids coming through who are looking up to you, Conor Benns and things like that. Because young kids now are saying, well, if Conor Benn can get off with it, if Conor Benn can get off with it, I can get off with it. I'll take something and that. It's like Louise Baumgardner or whatever her name, Alicia Baumgardner. So she's just come out, and she said, I've been vindicated. What, is she just vindicating herself? People like Conor Benn and Baumgardner are coming out and they're saying, well, I'm innocent. Look, here's my lawyer. Deal with him. We've got all this. Come and take us on. Because this so-and-so and so-and-so person has cleared us. Yeah, but the testing agencies aren't cleared them, have they? Conor Benn's not been cleared by UKAD. He hasn't shown his 270-page dossier. He's held that back. Why is that? How can that be? Why?
He's got something to hide, eh? He's got something to hide. I tell you what I noticed earlier on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but there's a video Dean White explaining something about Dillian White. It must
well, he's innocent as well. I've seen the thing on it. I'm not even going to watch it because whatever I say, it's trolling. But I bet he's coming out Because they're in wilderness, aren't they? And if there's no Dylan, there's no Shook Knight, is there? Well, let me tell you this. I bet he's come out, and I bet have you seen it?
I've not seen it, no.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. But in my opinion, he would have come out and said Dylan is going to be vindicated. And that's it, and blah, 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 and he's been wronged. And everybody's wronged and a victim, aren't they, in boxing? Listen, what I want to know, right, is, right, out of the 60-odd people that have been caught in this testing in recent years, about 60 something in there. Out of all them 60, I think there's only one, is there? Is it that Mia St. John? Is she only one that come out and admitted to cheating? And only she's only one. So everybody else, Galahad, been spiked off. My brother is even making a statement. Oh yeah, brilliant, that one. That's an original one. We've got it's eggs, it's wild boar. I'm innocent. It's a contamination. Listen. All lot on you, cheating bastards. There you go. Said it.
I might be.
Take me on. Take me on here if you're not cheating.
I might be wrong, but did Jarrell Miller admit it eventually? You know, after. I might be wrong on that, but I've got a feeling he had maybe admitted it eventually after.
No, because they said he had to, because it was the third time he got caught on it, or fourth.
Something like that.
Dylan White and Jarrell Miller are chemists, walking chemists. Bro, have you heard how he talks as well, Dylan White? Outside of his job, walking chemists, off with their heads, run them out of the sport. Get gone. They mind all them sponsors hanging around them, trying to sponsor a few quid. Sponsors, go get a job.
Klingons,
Jesus, you send me crazy. Send me absolutely crazy. Do you think that Robert Smith's done the right thing on the board? Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. Eventually, but then the way he was talking, there's other people that's been holding it up, looking like he wouldn't say who, would he? But it looks like it's been Ben and Hearn, or Eddie Hills, and they've been stalling and kicking the can down the road. By the looks of things, that's just what it looks like from me and outside looking in.
Eddie Hills, what, the Iceman?
The Iceman.
The Iceman. Who's he ever? Only thing he knows about ice is that you put it in a drink.
Couldn't ice a cake?
Jesus. Unbelievable. And you know what the funny thing about it is? I saw that thing yesterday with Spotty Frank. Spotty Frank came out yesterday and he went, "It is on!" He went, "It is on." And today Robert Smith went, "It is off." So we're looking at February 3rd and the appeals. Is it 2 weeks before? A week before or something? 2 weeks before? Whatever. So there's this appeal. And then if this appeal don't go well for the board, it's on. But where are we in 2024 when fighters are failing dope tests and they're saying, "Nah, I'm innocent, I'm still going to another country and fight"? What respect have they got? Not only for the sport, for themselves, but my argument is this. Calla, Montana, Eddie Hills, Tony Sims and his stupid son Charlie Sims, Hunters! That lot, charlatans, Poncing a living. Ponce, that's all they are, Poncers.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about any of them. Poncers. And do you know what? There's an asterisk next to that Sims gym, just like that one up there at Winky Bank. And there always will be. You know what I mean? Because all them people that have lost over the years, going back 30 year, a good 30 year, to them lot up here, everybody who's ever lost to anybody in that Ingle gym, in their heads, they'll be thinking, are they cheating? Or anybody who's lost to Galahad, Because if Kid Gallagher were cheating at that point in his career, he'd have been cheating earlier. So was he cheating when he fought my pal, Josh Whale? We don't know, do we? Were they tested? We don't know. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it, right? If you're a cheat, you're always a cheat. And that it's in you. It's in you. It's like if you're naughty, you're born naughty, aren't you? You're always going to be naughty.
Or liars. Well, if a person's a liar,
look at that Decoregi. Look at that Decoregi. For 2 years or whatever, all we've heard, he used to ring here for sponsorship. All we've heard is, I'm innocent, I'm an innocent man. Everybody's fucking innocent, aren't they? Every rapist I ever met in jail were innocent. I say, yeah, goosh. Yeah, go on, scolded. Every rapist in jail is innocent, right? Every single one of them. Every drug cheat, they're innocent, right? Everybody who gets beat in boxing, the mental health kicks in, doesn't it? Oh, I'm in mental health. What can you say to somebody that said they've got mental health or cancer? You can't say fuck all, can you? It's like somebody who works in, they're not coming to work. How come you're not being in? Oh, my mum's really, really poorly. She's 87. I'd stay with you. What the f can you say to them when they say that? Hey, or you can either be a CUNT and say, I don't give a flying. Get gone, collect your cards, or you're going to have to swallow. But if you say that the first one, you're a rotten cunt, aren't you? You see where I'm coming from? So everybody's got an answer for everybody. And when they come out with them things like mental health, or my kid's ill, or me cat got run over, where's it end? These excuses, when are people going to stand up and be counted? That's what I want to know. In the sport of boxing, when are people going to take responsibility for what they're doing? When? You've been caught cheating. Right, it's in your system. Strict liability. We all know about strict liability. They all sign up for it, don't they? So when they do get caught, they're having none of it. So where does that leave the sport? I'll tell you where it leaves it. It leaves it in a mess because the British Boxing Board of Control, they might have done it for this one, but what about all the others that they haven't? They let Dylan White fight when he fought, when he failed.
He failed, huh?
Failed against Rivers. They tried to bury it. Yeah. You know. Hey, they let him fight, didn't they? What if Rivers ended up on slab? What if Terry Harper ended up on slab? She nearly did because she ended up on Button Moon, didn't she? Against Boone Gardner. She ain't going to hit a puncher ever again. Now, they can't match her. They can't match Terry Harper. Now, how's Steffi going to milk her now while she's 40? Because he'll be thinking, oh, I'm going to milk her till she's 40. I'm going to match her accordingly with non-punchers. They can't match her now, can they? Because somebody's going to have some of them have got a bit of pop in the punches. So, what sort of person has a rematch, gets knocked out, but has got a rematch to win her world title back, but then jumps up all them weight divisions to avoid that? She's been touched up. So why would you get knocked out at that weight when you're a non-puncher and you can't hold a shot to jump up 3 weights? Am I a fucking lollipop or something, me? This is in front of our eyeballs. So what we're doing, are they fucking boxers or are they just being manipulated by these people around them to milk it and get the cocks out and lag on us from Pentown, lagging on us like, way! Is that what they're doing? Lagging on us. Lagging on us, mate. Pissing on us. Hey! Everybody's like that underneath. Are we fucking stupid or something?
Taking us for fools, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Taking us for fools, mate. For fools. Same with Big Meech. Yeah. Shouting off about Wilder. He's got Wally. Well, they both begin with W.
That's it. I think Wallen might outwork him. Not saying he'll stop him. I think Wallen might outwork him. He might get robbed in the scorecards, but it's just not going to look good, is it? Wallen's a busy fighter. He's a busy fighter and he's big and he's awkward. He might not be a big puncher, but he probably punches hard enough.